It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Will Smith to the plate. Line drive, caught. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Siggy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is the day to come storming out of the gates.
2 down, bases empty, and here's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Middle of the first. No score. Back now in Toronto. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
George Springer leading things off and takes a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Edman makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. the kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
One strike.
That one in triple digits. 1 out, bases empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Headed towards the corner. Hernandez hustling after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
2 outs, bases empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Two outs, bases empty. There's a strike. That one missed.
That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the World Series. Now it's Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Gausman back to work. Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And first offering is fouled off. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Gausman makes the grab. 2 down. And now it's Max Muncy. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know throw to first, and he gets back safely.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. Two outs. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the Dodgers lead one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now, Bo Bichette. That one's in there. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Dalton Varsho stands in now and watches strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And a swing to miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Got it. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the hall.
Rudder takes off. Swing and a ground ball. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Down to third baseman, Ernie Clement. Check swing, called strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
First and second, 2 outs. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. First and second, 2 down here in game 1 of the World Series. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. Freeman steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game one. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho after it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Rojas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. That one off the mark, and the count's even at 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Goes down looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
That one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Back here at Rogers Center as we go to the last of the third. Here's George Springer to start it off. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Slice to right and foul ball.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Swing and a hard hit ball. Fair ball down the first baseline. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Struck out looking his first time. Fastball for a strike. Springer at third with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Edman sprinting for this one. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right down to shoot. 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
And that one pulled foul. And that one in the air center field. Edman sizes this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Reached on an infield single his first time. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back now in Toronto, Jon Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Will Smith. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 so far. Nice grab from his knees, the throw, and they get the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Bottom of the 4th, and the batter now, Dalton Varsho. Varsho needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. The other way. Oh, he gloves it. Two down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of the World Series. Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Game one of the World Series. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Gausman back to work. And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here comes Max Muncy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings and misses. Strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Comes up empty.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
That one inside. Look out. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Ernie Clement. And a foul ball. Ohtani ready to fire now. Fought off foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one drifts inside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 2. That's in there. That's strike 1. That's a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Blue Jays go down in order. They're up 2-0. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Tommy Edman at the plate.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Cut on and lifted in the air. Barker calls it in, and there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. Caught looking his first time up. And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, no strike.
And that is out of play. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and no swing, says James Kingsley. The 2-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Varsho after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And a big swing and a miss. Ohtani, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next pitch is outside. Fastball is outside. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Man at first. The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Ohtani around second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score. And they tag him out. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers 1. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Ground ball to the right side. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
In there at the knees, and that's strike 1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily. That holds the runner at second base.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
And that's in there at the knees. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So 2 down now, and here is Alejandro Kirk. That smash towards center. Makes a nice running catch. And that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Outside, 1-2 to count. Movement in the bullpen, Brendan Little, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Dominguez also getting ready. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. Brendan Little takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. And that one fouled off. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Tying run at the plate.
1 and 2.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Turns and fires to Betts. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. With the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of game 1. Got him swinging. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. It gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. That one lifted to left. Hernandez has it sized up. One down. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in game 1 of the World Series. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Andres Gimenez. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in there at the knees.
No ball. 2 straight.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Back to the top of the order. Here's George Springer. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. First and second, 2 outs. Lucas, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be.
Now this one gets through. Coming around third is Gimenez. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 on with 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch misses. And that one sliced foul. Two outs. And that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Seranthony Dominguez. Here comes Max Muncy. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Here's Kike Hernandez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-2. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beams.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. Going to count 1-2. The Jays leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Blue Jays 4. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. First pitch just misses. So into his 8th inning of work now on the mound, despite some rough patches.
Well, he's had to battle, and there were some times where I thought he was going to throw in the towel, but he stayed out there, he kept competing, and he's gotten himself pretty deep into this one.
Next offering is down low. So into the 8th, and he's back on the mound despite some rough patches.
Well, he's definitely had to battle. Hasn't been perfect in this one, but he's got some nice defensive plays behind him. He's given his team some length, and that's really important.
So man aboard, and now it's Dalton Varsho.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Inside. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the outside edge. It appears Dave Roberts Bichette gets his lead at first with nobody out. Smash to the left side. Whips it across. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Strike on the inside corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Man at second. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Smoked on the ground to second. Rojas with the throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Blue Jays held in check as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2. And that's in the dirt. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. He's 2 outs away. Ohtani now at the plate. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Struck him out looking. And they're down to their last out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that one fouled off. Hoffman, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the series, and they inch closer. It's 4-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.